received a message from a young man named Dylan Jones, who was wondering, is there an easy way of making a bird bath? And I was thinking of a few different ways in which it could be done, not too expensive. One way that I discovered was pretty good is an old sweet box. And this is the sort you get at Christmas. It's plastic, very handy, waterproof, because you can seal it, you know, and keep things, if you want to keep something valuable and keep it dry, you can just lock it into the box. But these boxes are molded pieces of plastic, which is great. And the handy thing about them is there's no joinings or pieces where they're joined, so you can actually, they can hold water and hold a good bit of water. Now for a bird bath, this is the actual bird bath, and the birds are waiting for me to get out of here so they can come in and use it. But for the actual bird bath, you need it to be, it doesn't have to be hugely wide, but it does need to be shallow. A bird needs to be able to stand in it and to be able to look over the side and be able to see over the side at all times in case predators attack. Because remember, there's sparrowhawks, you won't even know they're there, but they'll be watching. And there'll be cats, unfortunately, in some places, especially in urban areas. You're going to have lots and lots of cats, and they might not be your cats, but they could be in your garden waiting, and you won't be there at all times to keep an eye to make sure they don't attack, or to keep them out of the garden. So all you need to do is get one of these little boxes if you have one. We can try a few other ideas. Now you need an adult and get a sharp knife. Actually get one with a good narrow blade, and measure about 2 centimeters up. We'll put the knife in and very gently, make sure it's a good sharp knife. But if you're a child, now you need to have an adult supervising you doing this. Just very gently, and always have the knife blade facing away from your hand, down beneath. Keep your hand above the knife blade. Just cut gently. Try and remember, keep it 2 centimeters. We're nearly there now. Very, very gently. Now, so we put the knife down, we cut off the top, and we've left it just about 2 centimeters deep. It's not, you can see it's not a huge, not going to be a huge bird bath. We can shave off some of these edges if they're a little bit jagged, like so. Now it's not going to hold a lot of water, but it's important that it's shallow. You don't want the bird to get into it, and you don't want and not be able to get out of it. If it was very deep, that could happen. I've found birds unfortunately drowned in buckets of water, where they've come along on the side, jumped in, splashed around. Sometimes they get out, but sometimes they just can't get out. Whereas with this, there's no danger of them drowning. They can stand in it, and the same in a normal bird bath, they can stand in that. So now we have our little bird bath, and all we have to do is get some water. And fill in a little water like that. Fill it up to the edges. The birds will like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a trail camera, which is one of those remote cameras. I'm going to put this out on the lawn, and I'm going to leave the camera next to it, and we'll see what birds come down and use it. And it'll be very interesting. Now, some will come down, I can promise you that, but we'll see what actually comes down and starts splishing around in the bird bath. And it's only a simple piece of plastic, like I said, just an old sweet box from Christmas, and not even a very big one, just the size of a plate, and only 2 centimeters deep, not even, and you can just fill it. You can fill it right up to the sides if you want. It's not too much water, and when the birds start splashing around in it anyway, some of the water will get knocked out, but it's a good idea to change the water regularly. So let's start our experiment and see how this goes. I'll play the video later.